Fakhrul strict on referendum on the day of national polls. Now the pro-Islamist party is to share seats instead of alliance. No pressure over Sheikh Hasina's verdict date, says prosecution. And primary teachers in work abstention seek 2 advisors' resignation. Those were the headlines. Good evening, viewers. I'm Riti Prova with English Bulletin. Referendum will have to be held on the day of national polls. BNP Secretary General Mirza Fakhrul Islam Alamgir reiterated the demand of the party from a views exchange with the leaders and activists of the party in Thakurgaon on Sunday. Addressing the event at Daulatpur Girls High School ground in Jagannathpur Union, the BNP leader said this government is not the government of people. Crisis situations are being created. These are dramas. People are keen to cast their vote. Mentioning the contest in the upcoming polls as his last election race, Mirza Fakhrul sought vote for Chef of Paddy. Creating pressure by taking it to the street is not consensus. Those who are trying to make things complicated, they are not pro-democratic force. BNP Standing Committee member Amir Khosrow Mahmood Chaudhary made the remark at a book launching ceremony at Dhaka Reporters Unity on Sunday. Country will have to be run by taking people's mandate. There is no other option. BNP has agreed to have referendum on the day of national polls. Now, if any quarter tries to establish own opinion forcefully, that is undemocratic, the BNP leader added. The pro-Islamist parties will share seats instead of electoral alliance. For such compromise, they want to make high sacrifice for the interests of their parties. Religion-based parties including Jamaat-e-Islami, Islami Andolon and Khilafat Mujlis have already announced their candidates for the upcoming national elections separately. Some leaders of the parties moving together on 5-point demand said the compromise is not only for them. If expects any party can be part of it. However, first of all, they demand implementation of July Charter. There is no extra pressure over announcement of verdict date against ousted Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina and 2 other accused persons on November 13 in July massacre case. Prosecutor of International Crimes Tribunal Ghazi Monwar Hussain Tamim made the remark at a briefing after the deposition in Chankharpur 6 murder case on Sunday. Meanwhile, barrister M. Sarwar Hussain, the lawyer of the 7 army men now in jail in Rampura July killing case, has removed himself as the defense counsel. 5 lawyers have submitted fresh application to become their lawyer. Primary school teachers are observing work abstention across the country. They also demanded resignation of Home Affairs Advisor and Advisor for Primary and Mass Education. Teachers who were detained from capital Shahbag on Saturday were released after 21 hours. Soon after their release, they joined their protesting colleagues at the Central Shahid Minar. A clash erupted between police and primary teachers on Saturday when teachers tried to besiege capital Shahbag on 3-point demand. At one stage, police used water cannon and tear gas to disperse them. More than 100 teachers were injured and were rushed to hospital. Several teachers were detained. Soon after the clash, the primary teachers announced indefinite work abstention from Sunday. The Election Commission will hold a dialogue with the political parties after the Gazette notification of RPO amendment. Senior Secretary of the Election Commission Akhtar Ahmed said this at a briefing to journalist leaders at the Election Bhavan on Sunday afternoon. Earlier in a meeting, the leaders of Broadcast Journalists Centre, BJC, BBC Media Action and Reporters Forum for Election and Democracy, RFAD, placed 14 recommendations to Chief Election Commissioner AMM Nasiruddin. They demanded ensuring free flow of information, security of journalists at the polling centres during election coverage, and amendment to mass media policy. BJC Chairman Rizwanul Haq and RFED Chairman Qazi Jibel, among others, were present at the meeting. Before ending the bulletin, the top stories once again. Mirza Fakhrul strict on referendum on the day of national polls. Now the pro-Islamist parties to share seats instead of alliance. No pressure over Sheikh Hasina's verdict date, says prosecution. Primary teachers in work abstention seek 2 advisors' resignation. That's all from the newsroom for the moment. Thank you for being with ATN News.